All right, so today is August 8th, 2024, 4 o'clock, a meeting of the Civil Service Commissioner for City Lake Stevens. So we'll do a roll call. Brian McManus, Civil Service Commissioner, present.
Ray Mitchell, Civil Service Commissioner.
Julie Good, Senior Human Resources Specialist and Chief Civil Service Examiner.
Oh, Holly Seward, HR intern.
You're muted, Chief.
He's on mute.
That's what happens when I switch from teams to
There we go.
Chief Aziz, Lake Stevens Police Department.
Thanks. So first call would be to discuss, review the minutes from the last meeting. You had a chance to look at them, Ray?
Yeah, I've looked at him. I make a motion that we accept him as written.
I'll second the motion to accept as written. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. And next up would be new business. Julie?
So, Chief, do you want to take the staffing and recruiting update, or would you like me to do that?
You go right ahead.
Okay. So as I knock on wood, we're down to 2 vacant positions, and I know Chief and I have different math on that. He's going to say more. But the important thing is that we filled a vacancy. We extended an offer of employment to a candidate this week, and he will start work on August 20th. So we're thrilled. Another new candidate on board. Officer Burns graduated from the academy in the last couple of weeks, so he's already hit the ground running, I guess, and has started his FTO. And then candidate Hogan is in the academy. He'll graduate here in about a month. So we're looking good.
Chief, can you be sure to send out an email when our new officer is sworn in at the council meeting?
Yeah, when I get the date, we will.
Thank you.
I'll make sure Julie gets it sent out.
So we've got one conditional offer extended to an entry-level candidate. And what that means is he's through the background process. We've made a real offer of employment conditional upon him finishing and passing some medical exams. And so that's the step he's in now. So hopefully we'll know something by about mid-September. There's a little bit of a delay for him to finish that last step. And then we've got 2 entry-level in background, Chief. These numbers are a couple days old, but
Yeah, so yeah, I just been working on this all day. I just got done with another interview. So entry level right now, we have one that's waiting for the final phase of his background. One we've given a higher date, like Julie said, that starts August 20th. We've got 1, 2 in internal background. That means we're doing an internal background ourselves on them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 that we're doing interviews with on entry level.
Great.
And for entry-level advanced, we have 1 candidate left on the list, Chief. And our lateral list is empty at the moment, but.
No, we
Oh,
actually.
we have 1. We still
We
have
have
the
one. He was in Spain at midnight and messed up on the time because he was thinking Hawaii time with our time, and he was actually in Spain. And so it was midnight at Spain to him, and we just did his interview, and we're moving him into the internal background process now. And we're trying to, we usually go into the polygraph process with him, but he's from Honolulu PD. So he works in Honolulu. So we're trying to get it so when he comes over, we can get his polygraph, we have his background pretty much done, get his polygraph scheduled, get a conditional offer, get him in the medical, and then psych is done online. So it saves him a trip, making a couple trips over here. He's in the background process with Kent PD right now, and working through the process, starting with Kirkland PD. So really nice guy. He's from Spain and speaks 7 different languages. So
wow,
Holy cow.
yeah, been out here for 5 years with Honolulu PD. So, and if you Google his name, he's the first guy that pops up on a YouTube video for their department. So he just got a commendation. So he's got a lot of good things, so.
Oh, very cool.
So I'll ask Holly to tell you about a recruiting event that she and Annette attended yesterday.
Yeah, so Annette and I attended a recruiting event. Can't remember the name of the place. It's for military veterans, people transitioning from the military and coming back into the workforce. And so that was a really great event. We got to kind of interact with some not applicants, but just prospective people, and lots of people interested in the police department. So Annette and I found one good applicant who's gonna look into applying for the state of Lake Stevens. So super exciting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we appreciate her efforts in trying to get more police officer applicants for us. We're in the final stages of a process with the VA to become an approved agency for on-the-job training. So it's been about a 10-month process so far, the application process to become an approved employer. But that would allow veterans to use their GI Bill to get income while they're in our FTO program, including at the academy.
Hmm.
So for example, a police
Oh, that
officer,
is awesome.
yeah, so like a veteran who becomes a police officer with us, they would, from day one, they'd begin earning their police officer salary. And while they're waiting to go to the academy, while they're in the academy, and while they're on FTO after the academy, that whole time, they're getting their police officer salary, plus they can draw on their GI Bill, which is,
Big deal.
it's a big deal. It could be over $1,000.
But when we
example,
have
one
an
piece,
officer in the academy, they're getting paid,
Yeah,
correct?
they're getting their full salary from the police department as well. So it's just an incentive. Not all agencies have been approved for that. So that's a recruiting tool that they were using last night. And we haven't been approved yet, but we've been told we're in the last phase, which is just like a 2 to 3 week waiting period for them to sign off on.
And who
application.
approves us for
The
that?
VA.
VA.
Mhm. So
Yeah,
I
the
have-
one we're hiring on the 20th is a US Navy veteran. And then the other one we're waiting for to get the other one is a United States Marine Corps veteran. So our next two people have the military
Nice.
experience. We actually, Dante Burns was in the Coast Guard, so.
Great.
Yeah. And then that's, once we are approved, we have a 1-year look back period. So anyone who's been eligible for that program in the past year will be able to retroactively apply and take advantage of that. And
Very cool.
it's optional. They can do that if they want. They don't have to.
Yeah,
But
if they've already used their GI Bill for something else, then they might not be eligible either, so.
Yeah.
Right.
Chief, are we any closer in getting a traffic officer?
No, we're down a traffic officer, a detective, and 2 patrol officers. Julie said 3 openings, but we actually have 4 openings, and then we're filling one on the 20th, so we have 3 openings. 1 patrol, 1 detective, and 1 traffic. We fight about this all the time because like, somehow the council gave us those 2 ghost positions and everything else, but I have all the org chart out with where the names are and where the people are and stuff like that, so. Yeah.
And also, any word on the academy up north here?
Yeah, so I've been working personally. I spent my whole vacation the 1st of July, where I was supposed to be down on the Oregon coast. I actually spent it working on a grassroots effort with Senator Lovick, former Senator Pat Sullivan, the property owner, the CJTC director, Monica Alexander, and we worked through that process. We got some success. I've been in contact. Sorry, my stuff is just absolutely blowing up right now. Been in contact with the property owner on a weekly basis, working with DES, trying to get that paperwork process through. And we've been successful. Matter of fact, tomorrow's my day that I check in on the week and see where we're at. But last week he said we're just about ready to finalize the paperwork and schedule a walkthrough. So he's going to schedule a time to meet with me because we've been only talking virtually and he wants to meet me in person and stuff. So we hope to have something the 1st of next week to say we're moving forward. So.
That's exciting.
Good news.
Mhm.
Sorry, I had my volume down. I got 3 phones ringing and my team's going off. Sorry. And I'm not even supposed to be working. I'm supposed to be out of service now. I'm on my 52nd
No rest
hour
for the
this
weary.
week, so. But I say,
Starting to work
give you
those
guys some good
Amazon
news.
hours.
Yeah, give you some good news. I met with Deputy Chief yesterday and he's home resting and stuff like that. So that is some good news on
Good.
that part of him. So. we're excited. We're
Give him our
he's
best
in
wishes.
stages of
Talk to him.
recovery. So what's that?
I said, give him our best wishes for us.
Uh,
when
I
we
will,
see him
Brian.
next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. That's good to hear.
Yep.
Really good to hear. All right, so are we moving to new business now, Julie? Any new business?
Just that staffing and recruiting update. That was all we had left to share.
Oh,
Yeah, so we're all caught up.
They call that dead air in the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry about that. That might have been my connection. It said something weird on the bottom here.
Yeah, you froze for just a second.
I really apologize for that. If my head was on that screen frozen, that had to be terrifying for most people. So Julia, a little rusty. Do we move to new business now or?
We move to adjournment. If anyone would like to make a motion to adjourn, unless there's anything else that the commission wants to talk about?
I make a motion, we adjourn the meeting.
And I will second the motion. Meeting adjourned.
There we go.
Just like that, jumping in. It's like reflex, like riding a bike.